All right, so this is this is version 17.9b of how Grandpa Cobb bought the island.
Okay.
He came up to visit some friends on Joyce's, I guess it was, and always admired this little tuft of trees out in the middle of the north end of the lake. And the second summer he came up to visit his friends, he heard that Eugene O'Neill was thinking of buying the island or camping on the island. And I have actually confirmed, quite apart from this version of the story, that Eugene O'Neill had been visiting Belgrade Lakes about that year, around 27, 28, 26 maybe. And I have a reprint of an article from Downeaster magazine or something talking about it. So anyway, he thought, well, I wonder if it's for sale. And he found out who owned the island, and it was some farmer in the area, and he went to visit the farmer and said, I understand Indian Island is for sale. And the farmer said, sold it. And Grandpa said, well, who'd you sell it to? And he said, that playwright fella. And Grandpa said, well, how much did he give you? And the farmer said, hasn't paid me yet. And Grandpa said, well, how much is he going to pay you? And he said, $300. And Grandpa said, well, how about if I give you $300 right now and a case of beer? And the farmer said, Nia beer? And Grandpa said, no, Canadian beer. And the farmer said, sold again. And Grandpa gave him $300 and did an overnight run over the Canadian border, or to some little town near the Canadian border that still had actual beer, and picked up a case of it and brought it back and got the deed to the island. And that's how the story went after it had been filtered into my head from all the other members of the family who had versions of it. And I think that's the tidiest of them all, and probably the least accurate. So that's it, how Grandpa bought Indian Island.